Good afternoon everyone and welcome. Today I have a special video on how to change the battery in this Citizen watch. I did review this watch a few months ago and a viewer left a comment requesting to see a battery change. So I thought, why not? I still have the watch. So I thought we'll go ahead and change the battery and show the rest of you if anybody is interested. So guys, I'm not sure if this is a K142, it's a late 70s, early 80s vintage quartz watch from Citizen, the 2100 reference number, I believe. And there it is. Today we're going to change the battery. So the case back has a very small circular case back there, and that's where the battery is situated. So I'm going to use this cheap pocket knife that I have to remove the case back, which is a snap-on case back, obviously. So we'll get our pocket knife and we've just got to be very gentle. We will find a place where we can gently lift the case back off without causing too many scratches or damage. And if we just gently pry it off, it should come off without too many problems, being a small case back. So we'll pop it under there and away we go. There it is. It's been released. So we'll put that knife away. Let's take the case back off and see this old quartz movement. And there it is. Very easy. And if you have a look closely, you can see the movement there. And on the top there is the battery. And it's a pretty standard battery. It's an AG4. Or otherwise known as a 626 reference number for this battery. And we're going to pop it out, put a new battery in, and I'm also going to show you how to take the movement out as well. I'm going to tell you how to take the movement out. So we'll just pry it up very gently. It'll come up from one side and we can very gently take the battery out and put the new one in. These batteries are very affordable and cheap and readily available anywhere, either online or from your local dollar store or your discount store or your department store in your area. So there it is. This is the battery. We'll try and get a close-up for you of the old battery so you can see the code on this one. And then we'll put the new battery in. And then we'll show you how to remove it. There it is. So it's LR626, also known as an AG4 or a 377. So I'm just going to put one of these cheap batteries in today because the watch is, it's not going to have an overhaul. It's in bad condition, this watch. It's got a lot of damage, a lot of scratches, which is beyond repair, and we'll talk about that a little bit later briefly. So let's put the battery in. So you want to come underneath that little lip there and just push it down. It will pop straight in very easily, and I'll just give a little push here to make sure it's securely in place. Okay, so let's see if it's, there it is, ticking away beautifully. The watch is working nicely. Thumbs up for this job. So far so good. All I've got to do now is put the case back, pop that back on. It will just press on very easily in this case. And I also want to show you one more thing, which is how to remove this entire module or this movement from the watch. It does not come out through this hole. This is a small hole, obviously, as you can see. So the first thing we need to do is release the crown just there, and there is a release button, and I'll just zoom in there so you can see it right there. If you push that down right there, it will release the locking mechanism which is holding the crown and stem in place. So we do that, and then we can just gently pull the entire stem out. Now that movement is free from the back side. We're going to put that back just for the moment because I'm not going to go ahead and remove the movement today. Just want to show you what's involved in case you do have one of these watches and you would like to restore it, which in this case means that you'd want to strip the watch, take the movement out, polish it, and restore it. So once the crown's gone, you'll see this gold bezel. You need to pry that off gently with either a Stanley knife or a cutting blade or a very sharp knife. This one is not sharp enough, but just gently start to work the gold bezel off until it will lift straight up with the crystal, which is mineral. And then the movement can pop out through the front, and that's how that works. This bracelet, by the way, is in terrible condition. It's not the original bracelet, and we're not going to restore this watch because it's got a lot of damage on the crystal. It has a mineral crystal, obviously, and if you have a look there in the light, you can see there it's got some severe scratches. Now, I'm not against polishing mineral glass. I believe that I can do it. I've tried it a few times, and using cerium oxide and a Dremel tool, I think it can be done. However, this one is too far gone. And I think if I attempted to start sanding back this particular mineral crystal, I would compromise the integrity and it would be too fragile and lose its strength. So this watch, I believe, is beyond repair. It may need a new crystal, in which case, being an unusual size, which it is, it would need to be custom cut. And that is beyond my abilities. And if a jeweler did it, it would be quite expensive. So, having said that, I'm happy to leave the watch in its present condition. I really like it. It does look nice, and a little piece of history from Citizen. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. I dedicate this particular video to my viewer who left a comment asking for the battery change tutorial. So that's all for today. We'll see you next week with another watch video. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye for now.